Hello, this is not Project Chris, it's going to be Crypto Chris. Crypto Chris, because man, I'm totally into these cryptocurrencies and the mining that you can do with them.
Yeah, that's basically it.
And the mining that I'm doing right now.
My mouse and keyboard and HDMI.
In fact,
and then I will just.
and that's what we'll do tonight. I'll show you some of the mining that I'm doing.
Sort of need to have the mouse and keyboard connected all the time. So
I'll have this guy talking in the background here.
Let it.
Sorry, I was trying to do one of these a day and I just haven't had the time. These miners take up all my time. I'm learning something new. I only have like about, well, dealing with Bitcoin, about 15 years experience. I've got about $200 locked up from 1995 and I can't get it out. If you know any way that I can get it out, please let me know and I'll share it with you. I heard that could be a lot of money right now. It was in a Bitcoin account, Bitcoin. And it wasn't that long ago. Actually, it was in 2000, probably 2006, but I can't recover the account. So anyway, moving along with the show, I've gotten into helium mining, and those of you who have been lucky enough to get a Nebra or the cow. Not cow, well, the cow, whatever. I'm not going to say cow shit. Because they're good routers. I mean, they're damn good hotspots. But anyway, I don't have one. I don't have one of the good ones. And I'm going to catch shit for that one. But I've got the Nebra. And the Nebra is just like any other router, except it's a pain in the ass to work with helium software and hotspotting, and you have to have patience. And I was told by this guy, I read his chat, and he said to understand the connection to a helium miner. Because see, my miner, I just started it about the 20th of December, and right now it's January the 4th. And I started out with a 1.2 decibel antenna that came with the stock, and I put it in a bedroom right behind a glass window, and I put it up on a pedestal. And it wasn't mining real good. I had a bad signal, but it was still doing some mining. I was making about, I've made $59 right now, because I've been down, totally down for 2 weeks. I'll get like a green light every once in a while on my Explorer app with helium. But I just gotta, can't stress this enough. Read the documentation, because there are things that you can do to alter where your hex is located at, where you're located at, and get a good signal. Get a 1.0 green signal. And here I've been dealing with the 0.22 orange signal for ever since I've gotten the thing, and tonight somehow I figured out how to change that, and I think they did an upgrade, because I think the whole system must have been down, because port 44158 was always open. It never changed. I went static. I am static as far as the router is concerned. And but I felt like I was missing something out, and I noticed there's another person's router on top of my house, and I guess it's a neighbor that's in my same hex. So I've got somebody in my same hex. I don't know where he lives. I thought he was across the street, but you can't really trust the GPS on the Helium app because anyway, I saw. So I said, how do I claim my spot? How do I claim my router? This guy's on half of my house on the other roof. I'm on the other side of the roof with an outdoor antenna. So I clicked on my spot, and it had a real crappy signal, like a 0.21 or 0.11 orange, dark orange, brown. And I wasn't getting anywhere, and wouldn't have any POC requests. I was just dead. And but I did a virtual deal with the settings in Helium, where you change your location virtually and leave it that way, the way you want it, because you can virtually make yourself a 1.0. Now, how long does it stick? I don't know. I'm going on 2 hours so far, and of course Helium's not going to update my speed or on their site, but as far as FairSpot's concerned, I've got a green light. I mean, my port's open because Helium still shows my port closed. I've had the port open for 3 days, and I can even port open on the Helium website, but the Helium blockchain hasn't caught up to it, is what I've been told. I don't get into a lot of these discussions. I get into the reading part of it because I'm real interested in this, because I see a lot of profit to be made. And so I virtually changed my controls. And if somebody knows anything different than I do about how to change where you're located out, my antenna is at my address at my home. That's where the router is, the hotspot. And so if I'm getting a bad signal here, can I virtually move my signal to another place that has, green dots, the ones that are putting 1.0s up, and then from there change grids to a 1.0 grid, so you get good requests, because I've done it and it's worked so far. So all I can say is it's worked for me temporarily. And if you're having the same problem with getting a good signal, even after your port's open, try that. Try using the location part where your workspace is located in hotspotting, and play with it, and do a line of visual sight with the antenna, because that gave me more strength with my antenna. I'm running a 5.8, I think, decibel antenna that I got from Amazon, made for that heated for that miner. That I'm gonna have to replace the cord, maybe the line. I don't know. And I had a lot of problems with it. Day and night I've studied this. So if you have problems with it, put some questions down there, and I can probably help you, because I learned a lot about Helium miners and Nebra miners, and the cow chung or whatever. I'm not going to say. Maybe it is called cow chip. I don't know what it is. But they're really nice miners. I bet they don't have very many problems. These Nebra miners are like $50 little kits that somebody sold for a couple $1,000s. They're making quite a bit of money for the owners, that's for sure. Wish I was an owner. maybe I need to look into that. But I think that's how I'm understanding how these people that you see on YouTube, where they're running 7, 8 miners in their house, is they're doing this virtual spotting of where they're really at. They're not putting themselves in that same hex. They're putting themselves in a different hex. Now, if I'm wrong, let me know I'm wrong, and I'll do something that, as a group, for this group. But I have a pretty good feeling of 30 years of technician experience that I'm on the right path to clearing my miner up, because it's running good now, but it just takes a while for the I get a kick out of these videos where these guys are going, oh, I'm making so and so amount of money, man. You don't know how much money you're making from these places. It takes a little while. I mean, you know instantly. It shows you on the screen, an ongoing amount about what you're making. But beware of some of these crazy fools out there making these videos saying they're getting rich off of it, because they do go down. And I think mine went down, the service, because I looked at about 3 or 4 other neighbors, and their service had been down too. So I guess I'm not going to get into anything more than what I just did right there. If you have any more questions, or if you have any feedback about mining with the Helium miner, or using the Helium app, or hotspotting, please leave your questions and I'll try to answer them. I'm pretty much, I work out of the house, so I'm also a drone operator and photographer, and I do a lot of writing. So you have a good day. And so this is Crypto Chris. We're out for tonight. Look into a Helium miner. Go to a fair spot. They've got a great deal. 70-30, they pay you 70-30, 70%, they get 30, you get paid every Friday, man. On the dot. Every Friday you get your money. These Helium miners are really great. They're frustrating, but you gotta work on them. It takes a little bit of work. And if somebody said they don't, then they're a fool. It takes a little ingenuity, but not too much. Have a good day.